Hi my dear students, welcome to my class. Today's class is tenses and introduction. I will be introducing the topic of tenses to you. You must have heard tenses in your grammar classes before as well. So what are tenses? Yeah? Okay. Children, now let us observe these three sentences. I wrote. I write. I will write. I repeat the sentences. I wrote, I write, and I will write. So children, wrote refers to a past time, something that has already happened. I write. I write refers to the present time, something that is happening right now is present tense. The sentence I will write, in this will write refers to something that happens in the future. So tense tells us the state and time of a verb. Do you know how did the word tenses arrive? The word tenses arrived from a Latin word called as tempus, which means time. Okay, so what does tenses do? What is the function of tenses? The function of tenses is to tell the time and state of an event, of an action. Okay. Now children, before I take you further to tenses, I want you to be clear with 4 forms of verb. How many types of verbs are there, children? How many forms of verbs are there? First form, second form, third form and the fourth form. Shall I name them? First form is the root form. We call it as the root verb, present form. Next is the past form. Third is the past participle form and the last is the present participle form. Okay, we call them V1, V2, V3 and V4. Okay, now children, now even verbs are divided into 2 categories. Words like study. Okay, you add ed after the verb, it gets converted into its past form. Or the other one could be use. You write d or ed to it, it turned out into its past form. Such words are called as the regular verbs. Okay, the word doesn't change, you just add an ed to it and the verb is converted into its past form. What are irregular verbs? What are irregular verbs? Irregular verbs are those verbs in which the entire word changes in the when the verb changes into its other forms, the entire word changes. For example, write, wrote, written, and what will be the V4? V4 is the ing form of verb. You just add an ing to the verb. Writing, write, wrote, written, writing. Take, took, taken, taking. These are the irregular verbs. In case of irregular verbs, the entire verb changes in order to convert into the past participle or the past form. Okay, those verbs like cook, we are only adding an ed to it and the verb is changing into its past form and the past participle form. So we call it as cook, cooked, cooked and cooking. Look, looked, looked and looking. Study, studied, studied and studied. Okay, use, used, used, using. Brush, brushed, brushed, brushing. All these words are regular verbs. Now let's take irregular verbs. Go, went, gone, going. Take, took, taken, taking. Do, did, done and doing. These are the irregular verbs in which the entire word changes in order to convert it into the other form. So this is an introduction of the types of verbs, and now let us move ahead with the tenses. Now broadly we divide tenses into 3 forms: present tense, past tense and the future tense. Now present tense is also bifurcated into 4 types. Okay, we call as, let us start with simple present. In simple present, I will take you in detail later on what are the scenarios in which we take simple tense. Right now, I would like to tell you the format of the sentence. In simple tense, you only use the first word, the root verb you take, like I write or he writes, she writes. Okay, this is the base simple present form. After simple present form, we come to present continuous. In present continuous means the action which is going on right now. What are you doing? You are listening to me. What am I doing? I am teaching. Okay, so present continuous form will have am, is or are plus V4. That is the ing form of verb. Like he is writing, he is looking, he is studying or she is cooking. Okay, these are the types or these are the sentences in the present continuous form. Then we talk about present perfect. Children, what is present perfect? In present perfect, we try to denote that the action that we are talking about is complete. Like, I have completed teaching you forms of verb. I have finished my dinner or I have prepared my breakfast. The action, what is the action here? I have prepared my breakfast. In this, what is the action here? Prepared. So, the action of preparing the verb is complete. So, we say I have prepared the breakfast. Okay? So, this is called as present perfect continuous. Now, let me tell you the syntax or the formula for present perfect continuous. It is he or she plus has or have plus V3. Now, children, you must be wondering why madam is saying has or have. Children, have you ever said he have completed? She have written? It is incorrect. It is absolutely incorrect. Because has comes with third person. You have to say she has completed or he has completed or she has written, she has eaten. Okay, when we are talking about a third person, we are talking about somebody else, we call it third person. Now let me also give you information about first person, second person and third person. Who all come in first person? Children, first person comes when I am talking to you. This person who is speaking is the first person. With first person, always have will come. I have done my homework. I have eaten my breakfast. I have drunk my milk. Okay, all these are into present perfect form, first person. She. Now, let us talk about second person. Who is second person? You. The person who is listening is the second person. You have done your homework. You have come to my house. You have prepared the breakfast. In all these sentences, the state or the time is present perfect because the action is complete and have would accompany first person and second person. I already told you about third person. Third person is what? About whom we are talking. He, she. In that case, we will write he has completed or she has completed. But children, you have to see to it that you cannot say they has completed. Okay, you will say they have completed. Okay, now let us come to present perfect continuous tense. Children, present perfect continuous tense is used for writing those actions which started and which are still going on. Who is the Prime Minister of our country? The Prime Minister of our country is PM Modi. So we can say Prime Minister Modi has been ruling as the has been ruling India since say 2013, like that. Or I have been teaching you English since June or since May, like that. An action which started at some point of time in the past and it is still going on is used for present perfect continuous. Okay, so present tense is clear to you all. Now let us discuss the past tense. If we talk about simple past, we just use the root word. Root words V2 form, like I wrote, she slept, he went, she did, or I did. Okay. If we go like that, in case of simple past, we refer to an action which is complete. Okay. We refer to an action which is complete. And we talk about past continuous. Past continuous means at that point of time in the past, that particular activity was going on. Yesterday when you called me, I was having my dinner. At 9 p.m. yesterday, I was watching the news. So this comes under past continuous form. Children, what is the context of past continuous? What is the formula? It is was or were plus ing form of verb, that is V4, like she was writing, he was cooking, I was watching TV, or I was completing my homework. So that is past continuous tense. Now let us come to past perfect tense. Perfect tense means in case of past perfect tense, always had will come. HAD, had. So what is the syntax for the past perfect form, children? Had, had plus the third form of verb. When I had completed my MBA degree in 2008. Okay, this particular activity started in the past and it was completed in the past only. At that point of time in the past, the particular activity got completed. Okay, now let us talk about past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous means though that activity started in the past and was still going on in the past. Like I had been teaching in Vignan school in 2016. I had been teaching. Okay. So in the past, the activity started in the past and it ended also in the, it was going on when the person is mentioning about the time, right? The person is mentioning about some time in the past. So at that point of time where the person is talking about, at that time the action was going on. In that case we use I had been teaching, or I had been working as a content writer, or I had been listening to my mom, like that. Okay. So this is the had been form of past perfect continuous. Let us talk about future. Children, before I take you to future, what is the difference between will and shall? Children, shall we use in order to show the certainty of time. In order to show uncertainty. You're not sure that it might happen. Okay. I shall write. You may write or you may not write. You're just saying a possibility. But in case of I will write, you're very sure you are going to write. Okay. So this is the difference between shall and will. So children, what is simple future? Simple future means I will write. In the future time I will write. What is future continuous? I will be writing. In this case, children, be is also added. I will be studying. So at that point of time in the future, I will be doing this activity. I will be doing my MBA in 2020. Or I will be studying in 7th grade in 2021. Like that. Now let's talk about future perfect tense. In case of future perfect tense, we use I will have studied. In that point of time in the future, that point of time my studies will be over. I will have, like you can say, I will have finished my school by the year 2026. You can say like that. Oh, I will have finished my 10th standard in 24. Okay, like that. And when do we use future perfect continuous? Again, in future perfect continuous, the action had started in the past and it is still going on. I will have been writing. I will have been completing my graduation degree. So this is the syntax. Will plus have plus be plus the ing form of verb. Children, so are you clear with the tenses? So today I have introduced the tenses to you. There are 3 forms of tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. Now all these tenses are also bifurcated further into 4 types: simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. I hope you enjoyed studying tenses with me. Please share your views in the comment section. Thank you for listening, children.